Joseph Quinn speaks on whether his character could return to the A Quiet Place franchise. Quinn was introduced to the Quiet Place franchise last year with the prequel A Quiet Place, Day One. In the film, he played Eric, a man who is helped along his journey through the recently alien-ridden environment by Lupita Nyong'o's Samira. In addition to Nyong'o and Quinn, A Quiet Place, Day One features a leading cast including Alex Wolff, Jaimin Honshu, and Alfie Todd. In a MegaCon panel moderated by Screen Rant, Quinn speaks on whether he could appear in a future iteration of A Quiet Place. In the interview, Quinn was asked whether Eric's fate was discussed during the pre-production process. He responds that it was indeed talked about, and Quinn had the perspective that he has got to stop dying, thus encouraging the Quiet Place, Day One team to keep Eric alive at the end of the movie. Quinn elaborates below. He was then asked whether he would ever return for future iterations of the Quiet Place. Quinn responds that he loves that world and appreciated the opportunity John Krasinski gave him by allowing him to work on the prequel. As for what will happen to Eric after A Quiet Place, Day One, Quinn says who knows what will happen. Check out the full quote from Quinn below what this means for the Quiet Place franchise. Eric survived the end of the film. A Quiet Place, Day One's ending sees Sam sacrifice herself for Eric. Diagnosed with a terminal illness, Sam is expected to pass away soon. As such, she lures the aliens away from Eric, who is able to jump into the river with Sam's cat, Frodo. From there, the feline and his new protector are pulled up onto a boat that is fleeing New York City, attempting to get to safety. The last audiences see of Eric is him alive, leaving his return chances possible. The most direct return chance for Quinn's character would be in the form of the upcoming A Quiet Place Part 3. Set to be a follow-up to 2020's A Quiet Place, Part 2, the threequel was originally supposed to be released this year. However, it was confirmed that A Quiet Place, Part 3 was experiencing a development delay and would no longer be able to go to its original timeline. This leaves the future of A Quiet Place uncertain in more ways than just Eric's future. Our take on Eric's potential A Quiet Place return. There is one glaring story challenge. Sam and Eric resting in the street in A Quiet Place Day One. Returning Eric to the Quiet Place franchise would create a story challenge. Honshu's character appeared on an island in A Quiet Place, Part 2, to which he presumably get to by the boat that fled New York City in Day One. Quinn is not seen in the 2020 movie, thus his future appearance would have to explain this absence. If the inhabitants of the boat split off into different directions, this could be an interesting way to give Eric a return chance while expanding the lore of the A Quiet Place universe.